I reckon vibe coding is so easy, even this cat could probably do it. Hey, I don't know if your social media feeds are anything like mine, but it's pretty much consumed with AI content. Some of it's absolute slop, of course. Some of it's really great slop, which is fun to watch. But I will say a lot of it's also very inspirational, seeing people building businesses, new companies, using skills, developing skills they've never had before, utilizing AI in really interesting ways. So as a creative, researchy, sleep-deprived person, I'm just really curious to explore what it can do myself and see if the hype is really worth it. So this video is just going to show you a little side project I've been developing and some of the tools I'm using and what I'm learning. I chose Gemini to be my business partner in all of this, my IT specialist, my marketing manager. We've worked together a lot, starting with the initial brainstorming of ideas of something to build, all the way through to really technical details, looking at contracts for uploading files to an app store. One of the things we needed when building an app was somewhere to test our idea. So Gemini suggested using Figma, which is a tool I hadn't used before. But it's a very simple language-based tool where you just ask it to build something in simple language that I can understand. And over here, it builds it. So this is the actual first prototype of the app called Localeye. Really more of a layout tool than anything else. But all of this is generated by Figma. I didn't have to put in too much detail, and it functions. You can go through all the menus. It really gives you a very quick idea of what your app will be, and it forces you to answer some of those questions about layout and functionality. To develop a real app, you then need to move to a different tool. So we ended up shifting over to Lovable, which works in a very similar way. Simple text prompts. You just explain what you're trying to do in simple language and the changes you'd like to make. And over in this window, it will build a real functioning app, not just a layout, but something that actually functions all the way through to having all of your settings, sign-in systems, premium and free subscription options. This has been a really powerful tool. I think I've maybe spent, I would say, 1 day to build this app in full detail to the point of being something ready to launch. And for someone who has no idea how to code, build apps, it really is amazing and actually quite enjoyable to go through this process, because you just need the idea. You need to just be sort of the manager of this process and tell the AI exactly what you want. Got a lot of functionality in it, and I think is at the point of being a launchable product on an app store. To be honest, the hype around vibe coding seems quite legitimate and real. It is very easy. The barriers to entry are as low as basically just jumping onto Google and searching for something. Like, it is free to get started on all of the apps that I've been using, and even to have a premium subscription is just dollars a month. So really anyone who's got an idea for something digital can use a vibe coding tool like Lovable, Figma, plenty of others out there, and reach a point of having a launchable, highly polished product within hours, a day, a couple of days. The biggest issues which haven't really been covered well in the posts I see of people launching these one-person businesses within a couple of days and tens of thousands of dollars is there's all this stuff you have to do in order to launch an app that takes weeks. So I'm currently in the process of waiting for a DUNS number, a DUNS number, which is like an international number registering my business. And in order to have a business account on the Play Store or the Apple Store, you need one of these numbers. So I'm just waiting around now. I've built an app, it took no time. I could probably build another 10 apps before I get this one number I need in order to actually launch them on a store. So, I mean, I guess that makes sense for security reasons, but there's all these old school now, or, not that old, but old school mechanisms that do slow down your creative process of building something. They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, this old dog is very much on the vibe coding bandwagon now. It is not just for 20-something-year-olds and teenagers. It is extremely powerful and very easy to get started. You just need an idea, type it in, and let the app work a little bit of magic for you. If you're interested in what I'm building, you can follow along on social media, and the website is localeye.app. And you'll be one of the first to know when we actually get that magical DUNS number and can launch this app for real.